The National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Person, NAPTIP, continues to do all within its powers to clip the wings of persons involved in trafficking Nigerians within and outside the shores of the country. And as part of effort to create more awareness on the dangers of the illicit act, Director General of the agency, Julia Okadonli, has been visiting some critical partner agencies in Lagos State, southwest Nigeria, to keep the ball rolling. The agency has now signed a memorandum of understanding with the Nigerian carrier Air Peace Limited. Our correspondent, Oyin Adekunle, has the details.
About a year ago, NAPTIP presented Air Peace with an award of recognition for foiling an attempt to traffic a 3-month-old baby boy from Nigeria to Banjul in Gambia. Now, it is not surprising that both parties are seated here again to sign an agreement on improved partnership. After the business of the day has been achieved, the DG of NAPTIP goes ahead to outline some of the specific objectives contained in the document.
The collaboration is aimed at ensuring the eradication of illegal migration and human trafficking, and to disseminate anti-human trafficking messages across Nigeria as an effective countermeasure to human trafficking and irregular migration. However, the specific objectives are as follows: to support the agency in the areas of awareness raising, to reduce the incidences of human trafficking and irregular migration, to partner with the agency to effectively convey anti-human trafficking messages across routes flown by Air Peace.
Chairman of Air Peace also lauds the achievements of the Anti-Human Trafficking Agency under the leadership of the current DG. He also pledges to abide by the company's own side of the agreement.
The country appreciates what you're doing, and we in Air Peace will appreciate it. On our own side, we pride ourselves with our integrity. And I say this because we are going to abide by every statement we signed on this morning. We are ready, not just putting hands onto paper this morning. We are going to make sure that we even try to not only fulfill our obligations to the letter, but at the same time even try to surpass it and do some other things that may not have been captured here in order to help your agency and help mankind.
The signing of the MOU comes hours after NAPTIP met with some stakeholders in the air transport sector to explore wider areas of collaboration. The delegation got a very warm welcome at the office of Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, where they were received by the MD of the agency. It's the same at the headquarters of the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria, FAN, as informative materials meant to be displayed in the airplanes, around the airports and on the website of all agencies visited were also presented for validation. FAN also pledged its continuous support for the agency in achieving its goals of ridding the country of human trafficking and other vices.
Their goals, objectives and purpose is in line with our own thinking also, and all they are for the benefit of the nation. We have to identify with this noble idea and objective, and we assure them, like always, that we are ready to cooperate with them in tackling this menace of trafficking, kidnapping and any other vices that that bedevil this nation.
The last port of call was the International Air Transport Association, IATA. Afterwards, Okadonli presented the outcome of the meetings.
With this partnership, we hope to see a more coordinated fight against human trafficking. We are going to be having a lot of trainings together with all the critical stakeholders in the airline industry, as well as the law enforcement agencies. And that way, we ensure that human trafficking is brought to the barest minimum as much as possible. Now, IATA regulates travel agents, and if you've been following us up, you'll find out that we've had problems with a lot of travel agencies. They've engaged in illegal activities. Travel agencies no longer arrange tickets, travels and tours. They've now become recruiters of labor. They are now arranging for labor, for jobs for unsuspecting Nigerians out of Nigeria, and that's not their job. So now we've had a very fruitful meeting with IETA, and definitely they are going to sanction people that fall short.
In its 2018 Trafficking in Persons report, the U.S. State Department ranked Nigeria a Tier 2 watch list country, that is, countries whose governments do not fully comply with the Trafficking Victims Protection Act's minimum standards, but are making significant efforts to bring themselves into compliance with those standards. Taking all the assistance it can get, the primary mandate of the federal government remains to see this narrative change for the better. Oyin Adekunle, TV360, Lagos.